What up, folks? So, this is an inaugural recording. I created this YouTube channel because I wanted to kind of experiment with it and see where things go. What the main goal is I'm on a journey. I'm on a health and fitness journey. I'm on an educational journey. I want to get bigger, better, stronger, healthier, especially being 40 plus. I'm 41 years old at this point. So being 41 years old, and finally, as I came up, as I've gotten older, when I was younger, I did take my health pretty seriously. When I was in the Army, I was an NCO sergeant, and I was in charge of the guys that couldn't pass a PT test. All my NCOs would send, other NCOs would send their soldiers to me so that I could help them pass their PT test. It's called 600-9, AR, Army Regulation 600-9, PT. Anyway, and so I've always been kind of health-minded, but I've been lax, just you get older, you get working, schedules collide, you start a family, all this stuff. And so I'm on a journey of my own right now. And I think that there are a lot of people that are on the same type of path, the same type of journey, and they don't know how to attack it. They don't know how to, do a lot of stuff. I know people that, like guys that I'm talking to from the military, that are finally getting, like, they've lost some weight and they're wanting to get into the gym and make things happen for themselves, which is incredible. But they don't know what they're doing. They don't know anything about nutrition. They don't know anything about, what supplements available. What do they do? Some of them don't even know, like, if you were to go and get on a leg press machine, if I put my feet at the bottom of the plate, on the bottom of the platform, what does it do versus the top of the platform? That kind of stuff. And so my goal with this channel is to progressively show my own improvement, my own evolution, if you will. That's why I call it Evolved Fitness, because it's a journey, just like evolution. It takes time and consistent changes and stuff like that to make the evolution actually happen, right? And generally it's survival of the fittest. So when we evolve for the better 9 times out of 10, right? And so, and it has to do with environment, it has to do with education, it has to do with know-how, that kind of stuff. So I already have a pretty good know-how, stockpile of know-how, and so, and then I'll be, I learn something new every day. I'm not infallible, I'm not all-knowing, right? But I learn something new every day, and so I think that I can help people with this channel by showing that it is possible, right? That you can be 40 something and get in the gym and make things happen for yourself naturally. And then talking about exercises, routines, proper form. That's important, especially over 40. You don't want to pull something, right? Because you pull something or you overdo it and you're out for a couple of weeks, and that's no good for gym time. Anyway, and then supplements, things like pre-workouts. What's, in my experimentation, in my experience, what is, this versus this? What is better here? What is better there? Then there's vitamins and minerals. You know what I mean? Should I take magnesium citronate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium regular. Magnesium helps your muscles synthesize protein and recover. That's one thing I know, and that other people might not. So I can impart that knowledge to people who may not know, and kind of through my own evolution and through my own what am I looking for? Through my own progress, right? Show people that it is possible. You can come with me on the journey. You can, like, watching my videos, you can go to the gym and watch my videos and go, okay, this is what I need to be doing. You know, bam. And then you don't feel, because I know brand new people going to the gym, they feel like an idiot because you walk up to a machine, you're like reading there's a little plaque that just shows like what muscles and then like a list of what to do. It's a hell of a lot easier to just watch a guy sit down and go, okay, sit down here, adjust this here, make sure your knees are in this position, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And then push out, don't lock your knees, pull back. It's time under tension that will tear the muscle down, right? And then you feed the muscle in the kitchen and you build muscle in bed. You build muscle at sleep. So that's another thing, see? Anyway, I'm rambling on now at this point. I'm kind of doing this off the hip on my way to the gym because I'm thinking about it, you know? And yeah. So I want to help people. That's the whole goal of this. And then I want to talk about peptide science, because I am telling you folks, peptides are the future. And I know this from experience. I have my sister that I've helped out with it, with telling her about some peptides, specifically the Wolverine stack, which is BPC 157 in conjunction with TB 500 peptide. And they are freaking incredible. And so talking about copper peptides, talking about different like GLP-1s, 2s, 3s, this kind of stuff, right? And the more I learn, the more I find out about them, the more I've experimented. I'm a researcher. I've experimented with them myself, and they're natural. They're synthetically created, but they're natural. They're naturally existing. Like, your body literally runs on millions of peptides per day that it creates itself. What they've done is they've singled out the molecules for specific peptides to do specific things. And a lot of them are like your sermorelin and your like tirzepatide and semaglutide. All of those are all like FDA approved and already out on the market. And then there's other ones that are in trials right now, like retatrutide is in trials, BPC 157, TB 500. They're research peptides. They're in trials too. And I found the best place that I have, like, I've looked around, I've experimented, I've ordered, and I have found the absolute best place, in my opinion, in my knowledge, to get research peptides if that's something somebody's interested in. It's not illegal. It's, they're for research purposes only, okay? But I like to research, so I'm trying them out myself in my own research for my own personal needs and wants and my own personal knowledge. And so I'll be able to, and the thing is that'll, because you don't want to do anything that you might regret, right? And so with someone else researching things and someone else trying them out, that might help other people to make the decision on whether or not that might be a good decision for them, if that makes sense. Anyway, always consult your doctor before you do anything like that. I am not a doctor by any means. Once again, I'm a researcher. I research on my own. And so, anyway, peptides are good. I think peptides are going to be the future of healthcare. And I think we're going to be able to solve a lot of things between peptide science and AI coming together anyway, I'm not even going to go into that. That's a whole nother tangent. I don't want to get into too many tangents here. I'm already going to have to go through and edit this and tear it apart and put in the parts that I want to. or put in the parts that make sense. But peptide science, in my mind, is the future, and I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, anyway, I do want to say that I appreciate my friends and family subscribing to this channel. Not a video recorded, sight unseen, just on the word, just on the promise, I guess, that I'm going to be creating things, and that they'll, I appreciate the support. It's amazing to me. It's good to have a community. I'll tell you that. I've also talked to and may end up partnering with a gym or two, especially local gyms here in Utah. Not, I don't know about corporate gyms. We'll talk about that later. But I know a few, one in particular, gym that is locally owned by a young couple. They're amazing. And so I'll be able to use that gym space to show people how to use equipment, that kind of stuff. So I look forward to recording a whole lot more stuff, and I appreciate all of you, seriously, like sincerely from the bottom of my heart, for supporting me in this. And I hope that my journey motivates and maybe, basically inspires and motivates people to get in the gym and get healthy. And because, you can always make more money. You can always, find another job, all this other stuff. But I'll tell you what, time is finite, and your health is finite, right? If you're laying on your deathbed, I guarantee you that the conversation or the things that are coming out of your mouth are never going to be, oh man, I wish I had just done a little bit more overtime. Oh man, I wish I had just spent, or got paid for two more of my vacation days when I could have completed this task for my company, right? Not gonna happen. You're gonna wish for more time with your kids. You're gonna wish for better health. You're gonna say, I wish I had quit smoking earlier. I wish I had, taken better care of my heart, taken better care of my health. That's where my mind's at. I want more time with my babies. And so that's a main contributor, a main motivator to me getting out here and doing this every single day and taking the peptides and stuff like that, because I'm telling you, mark my words, it's not a thing yet, right? It's not a thing yet. It's a thing in some small circles. It's not a thing yet. Other than, what's already come, Manjaro and all that bullshit that's already come out, right? And I say bullshit, they're good peptides, but Big Pharma gets a hold of them, triples the price, and then sells them to you, right? That's the bullshit part. I hope peptides one of these days are covered by like Medicare, Medicaid, and all insurance providers, because it will greatly reduce what they end up having to pay out. I guarantee it. Anyway, once again, mark my words, it's not a huge major thing yet, but all of these peptides are going to be. It's going to be stupid big. But if you want information on peptides, feel free to hit me up in the DMs. Once again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a researcher. I know a few things about a few things. And I've tried a few things, and a few things worked. So if you have any questions about that, get a hold of me. I've got a link to send you to the best research peptides place I have ever seen. And yeah, I'll be happy to give you that information, because I am happiest when all of my people, friends, family, supporters, haters, I don't care if they're haters, right? I am happiest when my people are happy, healthy, and doing well themselves. But that's also another reason why I started this channel. So thank you for all of your support, and I look forward to making more videos. If you get any value from the videos, please like and subscribe each video, or like and subscribe to the channel, but each video, because that helps me out with the YouTube algorithm on A, getting the message out there, and B, showing that my videos are actually, I guess, functionally, let me back up here, hold on. Functionally helping people. So, yeah, like and subscribe, please. Send these to your friends, family, whoever can use them. If you got people with health maladies, muscle aches, achy knees, achy joints, stuff like that, feel free to get a hold of me. I can talk to you about, I can inform you about peptide science and send you to a place that you can do your own research. And that is the way it should be. Okay, I'm gonna hit the gym. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.